Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, human beings of all ages, welcome to Vibrations with Vito. I am your host, Vito. This is episode 51. This is actually the 1 year anniversary, 365 days of pushing out content. So I just want to say quickly thank you to anybody and everybody who has supported, continues to support everything. It means a lot to me, so I hope you've enjoyed yourself thus far. I truly love doing this. It's a lot of hard work, people, so appreciate it, you know what I mean? But let's get straight to it. I feel good right now. The message of the week has changed due to some difficult circumstances. We're going to get to that in a few moments. But the new message of the week was brought to us by my guest here, and it's real simple. In life, there's no losses, only lessons. So don't get too down on yourself. Take it as a lesson. How can you learn from it? How can we make sure this doesn't happen again? So there's no losses, only lessons. Boom. You know what I mean? So shout out to my guest one time. But so I'm accompanied this week by a good friend, a real good friend. He had a hectic day today. He's dressed to the nines. That's kind of why I copied him. We'll get to that as well. But I've known this guy since the second grade. And I still consider him one of my good friends, the one and only, Jeremy McClellan. How you doing?
Appreciate you, bro.
Damn, when we shake hands, it always makes that clap.
It seems like you got a nice, like there's a good little pop in there, so, yeah, no, that's for sure.
Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling great. I'm honestly,
yeah.
Never felt better to be here, my boy. Like, this is...
Super hectic day, huh?
It was one of them. But it's all worth it.
So, real quick, what do you do for a living?
So...
right now.
At the moment.
Yeah.
Currently working at TD Bank, so I'm working 9 to 5. However, you know what I like to do on my side.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
I was gonna say I know we're gonna get into it. So yeah, right now I'm working at the bank, and man, let me tell you, not what I thought I was getting into. So I can't go too deep into it.
Right,
but just,
right.
Like for the people out there that are considering working at a bank, let me just put this thought in your head, because this is something that never came through my head when I'm thinking, it's gonna look great. It's gonna look great on a resume, yada yada, right? Yeah. I'm gonna learn about money. I'm gonna learn about finances. I'm gonna this, that, right? I'm gonna help people, right? On top of it, I'm gonna help people with their financial situations. You know
they don't care.
Yeah, bro. And not only that, but at the end of the day, you gotta think about the people. If you're on retail end of things, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're at the bank. It doesn't matter if you're at McDonald's. It doesn't matter where you're at, Walmart, whatever. You're dealing with retail. You're dealing with people.
Right.
Most people are coming into these places, either A, don't know how to operate technology, so they don't know how to be able to do it. Like a lot of the stuff you can do from home. Yeah, you can do from home. So a lot of these people don't know what they're doing. On top of it, they're rude, man.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people that come into the bank is because it's about your money. So right. I respect it. I respect I'd be stressing about my bread too. So you know what I'm saying. I respect it, but man, I'm trying to help you. Like I'm here. I'm here to help you, and you come in and screaming this, that. Like I had nothing to do. I ain't pocketing your money. Right. That ain't me. That's them. Right. Like I ain't doing that. So yeah.
So we're good. We're gonna forget about that though. You know, because it's no longer 5 o'clock. It's past 5 o'clock.
But I'm all about the positivity. So I still try to spread. I'll be at the front like this. Like yo, you're killing me. Come on, keep it pushing. Like come on, man. Let's go.
Yeah, man. There's just one way to get rid of all that negative energy. You know, you just crack open a bottle of wine. You turn your volume up. That's exactly what we're going to do here, folks. So, appreciate you for coming.
Best part right here.
Yeah, you know.
Best part.
Beautiful. Boom. Grand.
That's beautiful.
Cheers. Thank you. I forgot. Down, up, down.
I'm not a wine drinker. All right, listen.
What's your drink of choice? Tell him.
I'm not a wine drinker. I'll drink wine for occasion. Right, This is a very special occasion. I'll drink the wine, but my favorite drink of choice. I don't be drinking beers and nothing like that. Like, I'm a Hennessy drinker. I'm a Henny guy. You feel me? Like I'll drink that or I'll drink tequila. I love tequila. So if a spot has tequila pineapple, my go-to.
Do you ever take tequila shots plain or no?
I need a lime.
Right. So okay.
I need a lime.
Dude, I can't stand it.
Preferably chilled, but right. I'll do it. I'll do it. But
and are you a clear tequila guy or what?
So if it's up to me,
let's say it's your birthday.
What is it? añejo, is that how you say? I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna,
Yeah, I don't know.
Know how to say it, but I think it's añejo or whatever.
I'm
It's the
gonna co-sign you.
darker one, right?
Word.
And then it's like reposado, which is the more gold looking one.
Okay.
So I'll drink them, and then I'll go to the blanco if I, you know what I'm saying, need to. But
Okay. Yeah. So I'm with you. Not a big drinker. I drink wine when I'm drinking, but going to a bar and ordering wine, a little strange, you know. So I'm gonna get the tequila pineapple.
think about the picture of the people that are ordering wine.
Yeah,
when they go to the
right.
bar.
You know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want that.
You like a 48-year-old stockbroker.
Yeah, right. I
48-year-old
can't. I don't
stockbroker.
want to do that. Yeah. So do you like red or white more? Would you say?
Prefer.
Yeah.
I don't like dry. I don't like no dry, nothing like that. So I feel like usually with the reds, you end up with a dry one. I'm not. I feel like church scarred me when I was doing some of them wines. You feel me? Like, so I like the sweeter wines, or at least like not dry.
Dude,
So, but it ends up being white. I feel like usually because they got.
Speaking of just like school and church, when it was time for us to receive communion and stuff for the first time, oh my goodness! When I was the first in line because it went from shortest to tallest for some reason.
We did it height. We didn't do it last names.
Dude, I thought we were gonna do last names. I was first.
You so dirty, guys.
Dude, I had that. I was drinking.
Yeah.
I threw
Say
that
something for the rest of us.
I threw that chalice back.
Come on, man.
Shout out to St. Francis Cabrini.
Come on, V. Say something for the rest of us.
I'm gonna put this down. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's
like
that. It's that time.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pour me up. Let's get it. I need this.
So yeah, folks, that's why we're dressed up right now. So he came straight from work, works at a bank. He's gotta look like this.
Every day.
And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna make you A, get changed here, or B, I'm wearing like a sweatshirt and you're here in a suit and tie. So that's why we look so good right now.
Yeah.
If you're just listening, I have a green turtleneck on with a black peacoat, and my man's got a navy blue suit with the pinstripes, baby blue shirt, and I can't really.
It's like a floral tie.
Oh,
It's
that's
like,
beautiful.
I like the flower ties.
Brown shoes?
Brown shoes.
Gotta have the brown shoes with the. Oh, hey now.
Brown belt. You know what I'm saying? I prefer the blue.
Yeah.
At the bank, man, them like 40, 50, 60-year-olds be like, oh my God, it match your eyes.
He's so handsome.
I'm like, yeah, they'd be like, which blue eyes? I'm like, you know, it's like the blue with the blue. Yeah.
Hey man, you got blue eyes, blonde hair. But that's such, we were the same for that. I just my blonde hair got brown as I got older. Yours stayed.
Nah, mine did it too.
Yeah, but I mean, you still, it's visible.
Yeah.
That you have
yours
blonde
was
hair.
like blonde. Like I
Like
remember
yours.
yours was like what, like it was like white. Like
And, yeah, I just had the the really short haircut. You had the long, luscious, beautiful hair,
yeah,
flocking in the wind and shit.
until it was time for school to start, and you had to get it chopped
Yeah,
to be
man.
above the collar, above the ears, and
So this is our second take here.
we going there.
Yeah, we should.
Going there.
It only makes sense. So, folks, we recorded an episode a few days ago, and it was fire. It was great.
Felt like it was great.
Yeah, the hour flew by, and normal routine. Stop the camera and get the camera going, or the footage into my computer so it can start processing while we take the picture for the thumbnail, right? So the key thing that I didn't do, I didn't stop the camera, and the file was corrupted.
Yeah, some technical difficulties on the back end.
For the first time ever, and that was such a terrible feeling because we had nothing to show for it. We killed it, and there was absolutely nothing to show for it.
Well, don't say all that because listen,
Yeah.
on the back end,
Go
what were we able to figure out, Vito? Why don't you tell them all that since we're going this deep with it? Ultimately, there's programs out there that you can recover lost data, lost data, whatever you want to call it, and we utilized this program
Right.
to get even what ended up coming up on the one that's
The very first episode, which I deleted off my camera a year ago.
Yeah.
And it was still, it was able to be retrieved.
So even if you think it's lost, even if you think it's gone forever, permanently deleted, whatever, like that, we can get there, we can find it. So
the government can find it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
I ain't saying all that, but
I'm saying
you
it.
already know that. Yeah, like
I'm
that's
saying
how
it. You think you're in the clear? No, you're not. They're gonna find it.
that cloud exists for a reason. I don't know where it's at, but that cloud up there existing for a reason.
Yo, dude, it's crazy.
Them servers crazy.
So this is what I want to say. I am a very positive guy. I try to be positive all day long, right? But my problem, and this is a problem, and life is about figuring out what you're not good at and trying to, fix it, right? So my problem is that when I'm faced with adversity and something doesn't go well, my first instinct is panic. Always. And then, okay, once we calm down, let's assess the situation. But when that happened, number one, I was embarrassed. Because I'm like, you came here. This is my platform. This is my show. I've conducted myself well for the first 50 episodes, no problems. And then this shit happens. And so I was embarrassed. I was pissed off. And so I was panicking. And you, I would also say you're a positive guy, but in this moment you were extra positive. And
I was laughing. I felt bad laughing, but I kept laughing.
You did. Because first off, right away you were like, I think we might be able to fix it.
Yeah.
So, I gave you my laptop and you were doing your thing. We were unable to do that, whatever.
Well, we got it. It just wasn't the greatest quality.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, quality is important. Yeah. So we can't push out medium quality.
No, yeah.
But average. What you were saying, this is a direct quote.
It is what it is. At the end of the day, we can only move forward. We can only learn from the experience and apply it for the next draw. No losses, only lessons.
Oh, that's where you got it from. Okay.
No losses, only lessons.
I was wondering where you grabbed that from in the beginning. You switch up the
message of the week. Yeah, because the message of the week that I had before, fuck that. Yeah. Because, you know what I mean? That doesn't apply. They're not even gonna hear it.
Say that joke for the next one.
Right, but so yeah, only lessons, no losses.
Yeah.
But you were saying we got to take what we did, and add it to the next one.
Yeah, just move forward.
Yeah, the way you were just looking at it, like the two sides of the coin. I was looking at the one side where just taking it at face value, like that shit fucking sucked.
Yeah,
it does suck. You can't you can't try to tell me this shit. Like, oh, you're overreacting. No, I wasn't. We did an hour and 4 minutes of wonderful footage. And then it's
quality. I mean, it's quality. Yeah. Like, we still got it on the back. Like,
right? No, but so now here we are now. Yeah. And this is part 2.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I told you, I'm feeling even better with this John.
Beautiful.
Like we already, rolled through one. I was ready to keep. That one was an hour and whatever you were saying. Bro, I was still ready to go. This man started popping out with the outro. I'm like, yo, wait.
Yeah, you want to give us some shout outs and shit. But yeah, so you were. That's another thing. You were ready to record again. Damn, he's putting them down today. You were ready to record again, and I kind of was. Kinda.
But who was fighting that night?
Oh, John Jones.
Yeah, so this man had plans. That's why he was like...
No, it wasn't even because of that. Because think about it. The fight was... He fought at like 12-something o'clock. Yeah,
it was midnight.
It wasn't that. It was that I had like no eagerness to re-record what we just did night.
He was burnt out.
I definitely were burnt out. He was burnt out. Emotion-wise, there was none like, oh, we're about to do it again. Yeah. It was like, I'm going to let this marinate for a few days and we'll come back and we'll do it again. And so we came up with this day,
What we do, we came up with a plan.
That's right, came up with a plan. There's no losses, only lessons. Yeah. Folks, that's a good message. Don't be like me in that certain circumstance where something goes awry and you start freaking out. That is something I need to work on. I can recognize that. I know that. Also, my sister tells me that every time something goes wrong. She's like, why do you react this way? I don't know, all right? I'm working on it. That's what I know.
I feel like in a situation like that, too, like, I had been there before. Like, you know what I be doing on the side and whatnot. So, to me, it wasn't like a... That's why I ain't panic right away, because I had been there ultimately before through my own experiences, and I was like, it's not the end of the world. We'll get it back. In worst case scenario, like, there's certain things you're shooting that you really can't shoot again. Yeah. Like, it's like a one-time thing, so you lose that, you're runs. Like, there's nothing there's nothing you can do. Like, so being in a situation like that versus a situation like this, to me, it was like, all right, let's look at our schedules. Ultimately, if we have to reshoot it, we can reshoot it. Like, right. We was flowing for the hour. We'll be all right.
Dude, that was the thing, too. You were like, yo, an hour already went by. I'm like, yeah. Time flies. Well, they say it's the oldest quote in the book. Time flies when you're having fun. And we're just here kicking it. We're talking shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that's the benefit of like being boys with it. Like, it's like, yeah, you have a little bit of.
You know what? Also, I like about this. This gives me an excuse to link up with people. Like, we would probably link up anyway. Yeah. You know, but like people maybe that I haven't seen in a long time. This gives me an excuse to be like, you want to come and do the pod, and then we could just chomp it up again. So, you know, but
I was about to say, we be seeing each other in the weirdest ways, though.
Yeah, yo, wait. So let's get to that before we do anything. Hold on. So I saw you at the gas station. In this part of town, which you're not from, or not that you're not from.
No, but
yeah, you just don't live around here anymore. You live in Jersey?
Yeah, I lay my head out there.
Right, good. So I'm at the gas station, I'm getting gas, and I see you walking by. You know what I mean? I know you. I know what you look like, and I'm like, yo, Jeremy. You turn, you look at me, you're like, yeah. So we dab each other. We already had plans to do the pod, which was cool. So I was like, yo, God wanted us to meet right here.
Yeah.
And what was parked up in front of Wawa?
A little lamb chop. Nice little Lambo parked up out front. It was an orange Huracan.
Yeah.
Had a little
beautiful
Italian strip. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? Saw that today.
Same one?
Yeah. He lives around here for sure. He was at I'm not gonna give the shout out. He was at a pizza shop around the corner from here.
Yeah.
He was just in that parking lot.
It wasn't Vito's?
No.
You can't
Shout out
talk
to
about
Vito's Pizza while we're talking about it. In Trenton, New Jersey, the best pizza in Trenton, New Jersey, 609-393-2155. Vito's Pizza. Address 124 Tremont Street, Trenton, New Jersey.
Yeah, shout it out.
Shout out to Vincenzo. If you're seeing this, I love you. Keep a smile on your face. But if you feel like going in there, gentleman looks just like me, just with a little less hair. And you know what I mean? Just tell him that I sent you. He's gonna smile, and then he's gonna serve you some delicious food.
The sauce you up something
That's
crazy.
right, yo. That's right.
Yeah.
But so at the gas station, here's a little fun fact about me. I'm a crazy clean freak, regardless. But since the pandemic started, when I pump my gas, I put a glove over my right hand, because I think about all the thousands of people probably that don't wash their hands. They probably just scratched their ass, and now they're touching the gas pump. You know what I mean? And no one cleans the gas pumps.
Man, bitter. They touch the ass.
Yeah, right.
Grab the nozzle.
It's all kinds of shit going on there. So I put a glove on. So when I seen you, I had the glove on, and I was like, I can't dap him up with a glove.
He about to dab me up with the dirty glove. Just think about that. Put yourself in my shoes for a second. I'm looking at this man like, bro, I know what you're using the glove for. Like, why are you?
So I took it off, dapped you up properly, and then we started chopping it up a little bit. You go about your business. You left. I got back to my station, and as I'm waiting for it to fill up, I look to my folks. I don't have good vision, but my peripherals are great. And out of my peripherals, I see a car coming through this, how do you want to take over? So in between the pumps.
Ultimately, right? You know how there's 2 gas pumps at every gas station, right? Well, in between the pumps, there's a
little bit of space.
A good 6 feet of
probably
space.
Yeah.
You feel me? Where you could... where a certain car, all right, if you got a Denali truck or a Yukon, you're not squeezing it. I'm not gonna lie, but my little Ford, I don't know what I drive.
Right.
My little car, allegedly goes straight through. It fits. Pause. It fits. Right? You go through the 2. I need to cut. Can we cut this part? Yo, let me go about this a different way.
No, this is great.
Let me go about this a different way.
So let's paint the picture real quick. So there was a gasoline. The guy was filling up the gasoline for the pumps. So he was blocking that whole back entrance.
Jackass, he's doing his job. He's
doing his job. So you couldn't go straight. So instead of reversing, you wanted to improvise.
Ultimately, 2 gas pumps, right? I'm parked at the one this way, right? And it was either, to go straight, it's a big truck, man, doing his job. I respect it, but there's a big-ass gas truck that's filling everything up. So I'm on some, all right, I can't go that way. I could reverse, right? I ain't gonna do all that.
Why not?
My current car don't got a backup camera. I mean, I'm nice with the backups, and I'm nice with the whip game. I'm not gonna. I mean, you've seen what I ended up doing. I'm nice with the whip game, but I was not trying to.
The look on your face.
Yeah, I don't know. So I ended up was like, all right, I can squeeze that. So I threw it in drive, go off to the left. There's 2 gas pumps. There's the 2 little
poles,
whatever the pole things are, and man, I just drove straight through it. And I looked to my left, I'm like, oh shit, that's Vito. Hey.
Yeah, you split the gap, and
I squeezed right through that shit
perfectly though.
Pause.
No,
Squeeze right through that job.
There was no scratch on his car, but while he was going through it, he was like, "Hey man, you take it easy."
Yeah, let's smooth. I'll catch you, bro. We gotta chop it up.
It was very funny. So right as he pulled away, I got out my phone and I just typed it in my notes, gas station story, because we needed to bring that up. That was kind of legendary.
I shouldn't say worst part yet. Best part of Jersey, they pump your gas.
Right.
You gotta just stay in the wheel. It's cold out.
Yo,
You like, fill that shit on regular.
true story. One time, this was like relatively kind of fresh into me getting my license. I had my old car. Shout out to Fifi. And I go right over that little bridge that connects Marsville to New Jersey.
Trenton
Or
Main Street?
Trenton. No, not Trenton. The little one.
The smaller one.
Yeah,
The
it's super tight.
I know you're talking about the...
Layler? No, it's not Layler. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Pause. Anyway, the first gas station right there, I was just like, I need gas, So nobody was there. I pulled up, I get out of my car, and I start pumping the gas. Guy comes out of the thing, and he goes, yo, bro, what are you doing?
Can't do that.
And I go, I'm like, sometimes I let my attitude come out.
I mean, he came at you with attitude, so obviously you gonna...
He's like, yo, what are you doing? And I'm like, I put my hands out, I go, pumping my gas. And he goes... He paused. He walks towards me. He was like, that's illegal, right? And now I'm thinking he's just breaking my, my balls. Nah. And I'm like, what? And he's like, it's illegal to pump your gas. And I was like, since when? First thing I go, since when? And he goes, are you from around here? And I go, no. And he goes, in New Jersey, it's illegal for you to pump your own gas. I go, illegal? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, so what am I supposed to do? He's like, get in the car. And I go, dog, it's already, I'm already at, $25.
It's already going.
Yeah,
it's already
right?
done.
And he's like, all right, bro, I'm going to let you slide. I'm like, what? You let me slide? In my head, I'm like, what, are you going to put me under arrest? Dude,
he calling the feds, bro.
Yeah, he was pissing me off. But so, lesson learned. I thought it was just like a courtesy thing they do.
Yeah.
And now it's like,
no, it's like
law.
really real. The reason I know is because I did the same thing. I was out in Wawa. I'm like, bro, where he at? I'm pumping it. And I start pumping my gas, and they gonna come running out. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, what? Yeah, same type of thing. It's like
brutal.
You can't. It's illegal in the state of New Jersey.
It should be everywhere.
It's illegal.
It should be everywhere.
It's a law.
Right.
I'm thinking it's like you just said, a courtesy. I'm thinking it's just the nice thing to do. But what gas guy gonna be like? Nah, don't pump your own gas. So I'm gonna pump my shit.
Dude, he was ready to rumble me over. I'm like, dog, I'm already at 20 something.
Because they can get in trouble. I'm pretty sure.
That's what he was saying. So once we both calmed down and my shit finished up, we had that conversation. He was saying that he could get in trouble. I was like, bro, it's 9:30. Nobody's here. I'm the only car here. Nobody. I'm not. What am I gonna call the state of New Jersey? I'm gonna, you know what I mean? He's crazy.
There's a lot of B Mickeys out there, bro. Be careful.
We're about to pop some champagne here.
I got the glasses on.
Yeah, we're good. So this is a special episode. This is 1 year.
You got the confetti in the back too?
It should be. It should be. Yeah, you about to get shot.
Just chill.
No, but so
somebody behind the curtain.
We already right. We already mentioned that this is take 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we didn't do some things right. Maybe we didn't have champagne.
What we say?
We didn't
learn.
Yeah. We learned. I'm never not gonna make sure I hear the noise the camera makes when you stop recording, because it was so second nature. I thought I heard it,
Yeah.
But so the lesson is I'm gonna make sure that's done before I take the card out to put in my computer.
Yeah.
Anyway, so God was like, "Yo, you're celebrating 1 year. You don't have a bottle of champagne. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna make you redo it." So, and you gotta accept them. You gotta listen to the Lord, and here we are. But so, folks, I just want to say thank you for the support. Episode 51.
Let's get it.
Hey, come on now.
Come on, where the
I can't. The set's gonna be ruined.
Come on, set it off, bro. Set it off. Episode 51. Come on, 1 year anniversary.
The set's gonna be ruined.
Nah, shake the bottle, bro. Come on.
I can't.
Light it up.
I can't.
Wet it up.
Dude,
come on, shoot it over there.
Me getting out of my comfort zone was me doing this show,
Okay.
This spraying and making a mess
I'm
all over.
I'm saying just wet up over there. Come on, let it fly for the camera.
Nah, man, they get it. We're celebrating over here.
So, shout out. Big shout out.
This is how I do it. I think, we should definitely pour a little more, huh? I didn't know it was that low. But
does the pour sound as good with this joint?
Let's see. I hit the
you
mic.
Hear the bubbles. Wait, you can hear the bubbles. Hey, yo, you hear the little
That was nice. Well, we're gonna do it again. Oh, that was like an ocean.
A little weird. Yeah,
That
it sounded like you put the conch shell up to the ear.
The magic conch.
Yeah.
So how I do it is, I don't, some people sip champagne. I'm throwing this back like a shot.
I think it's too fizzy. I think it's gonna mess you up.
Hey man, I'm for it.
I think it's gonna mess you up.
I'm for it.
All right, say no more. Let me see
Cheers.
this shit.
Cheers to everybody watching.
This man about to be burping. Yeah,
BFW, built for war.
Oh my god.
Come on now. This is not bad, not gonna lie.
All right, actually, yeah. Run it back.
Yeah, right? We're getting a little fuzzy over here.
You could rip it as a shot. I was bitching. Put it up high. He probably looks so funny on the camera.
Good, I'm gonna zoom in on myself, man. I'm having fun.
I'm having
fun.
Little fizz.
Oh.
There you go. Wait.
Yeah, that's yours.
No more.
We got a little bit left. We might as well finish it. Excuse me.
You hear that?
Even from there, man.
Bro, that shit sound like the ocean.
It does. You ever been on the beach at night?
Plenty of times.
Humbling.
Yeah, it's tough.
I think that's a humbling experience because you're just like, yo, if I were out there right now, my ass is grass. Like,
Oh, yeah?
there's nothing you could do.
You ain't never been night swimming in the ocean?
No. I don't like putting myself in danger.
It's not danger.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
just a little dark.
I'm scared of the dark.
Oh my god.
You're telling me if all these lights were shut off right now, it was me and you.
I'm not panicking, bro.
No, you're not?
At first, I'm feeling around. I'm pulling out my.
Right, but so what if I left? Like, what if I moved away from you, and now you're like, now you don't know that I'm not next to you now. You're
ultimately, I'm out. I see where everything at right now. I'm out.
not. Lights are off though. Pitch black.
I got hands, bro.
I got hands, man.
I'm chilling.
Whatever.
I'm gonna make it.
Don't try to make me sound like a pussy.
No. I'm not saying it like that.
I'm gonna say it. I'm scared of the dark.
You sleep with the TV on?
No, I used to.
So you sleep in the dark?
I mean, my eyes are
Got a
closed.
little night light.
No, I don't.
Got a little night light, John. Oh
Yo, when
my
I was
God.
young, when I was real young, I could not sleep if that night light wasn't on.
I feel like every kid had a night light.
No, but I'm talking like when I was like 8, 7, 8. I needed that shit on. I needed that shit on all the time. Cheers, man. Cheers. Boom. Hey, man.
Not bad.
Champagne and wine.
If I'm being honest, like, I don't like stuff that really burn. Like, I don't drink soda. I don't drink energy drinks and whatnot. Like,
You don't drink energy drinks. Good.
nah, I don't
Good.
like that stuff. I heard too many stories about people's hearts, like, exploding and whatnot.
Bro,
I
when
don't
we
mess
were
with
real
that.
young, you know how Monster was getting a lot of traction and stuff? Like, I was
Monster,
obsessed
Red
with the
Bull, both,
idea
yeah.
of Monster. And then I had it. I was like, this is nasty.
Yeah, I don't really like soda. Like, obviously, I drink it with liquor because it tastes better than the liquor.
Right?
But ultimately, yeah, I'm a big water drinker. That's my preference.
That's the high quality H2O.
Some high, shout out my man's Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher. Remember when Bobby Boucher pulled up to halftime and the Bourbon won the Bourbon Bowl?
he said, yeah. No, he talked about. Wait. It's me, yo, daddy. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Nah, but yeah, he talked about. What
was their team? What was the team name?
I'm trying to think.
Mud Dogs.
The Mud Dogs or something. Yeah,
And
but
when
I'm trying
Bobby
to.
Boucher pulled up to halftime at the Bourbon Bowl and the Mud Dog won the Bourbon Bowl, do you?
I'm thinking about the part with what's his name, the Big Show. Remember when they got the Big Show on there, and he's like Captain Insano. He's like Captain Insano, show no mercy. He pokes the dude in the eye. Remember he gives him the.
Yo, that movie, if it came out today, would be a problem.
Not getting passed.
Yeah, it would be a problem.
Not getting through the
It's
second
crazy
cut.
how soft as a generation we've gotten.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's not go all the way there though. Let's
not.
not go all the way there.
No,
'Cause that's a trending topic.
For another day,
It's
you know?
a trending topic.
For another day.
Say no more.
One of my favorite parts of that movie is the guy who but when he was talking like that, but the one part of the movie, they just zoom in on him, he's sitting there, he's rubbing his nipple, he's like
Not the moaning into the mic. Yeah. Oh
hey man, I'm trying to go viral.
No, say no
but
more. Say no
I'm just
I like. Isn't he the one that come down with like the the like frogs coming out the freaking. What are they? It was like a frog biscuit or something. That movie crazy.
Weird transition here. But
something wrong with your medulla
Medulla oblongata.
Just charge them, fucking smoke them in the classroom. Like, yo, teacher just got dropped.
Very strange transition here. But you ever had alligator?
No.
You ever been in New Orleans?
No, and I'm trying to go. Shout out my man's Taylor. He lived down there. He lived in well, I'm not gonna disclose my man's location,
right.
But he lives down there, and you know he's in the process of getting his crib together. So,
okay.
Taylor, next Mardi Gras.
First off, we should send this. We should send this to Taylor.
Taylor.
Have him subscribe.
I'm pretty sure Taylor already he already checked the pod, cause
hey now
he been out here a couple times, but I just ain't never been down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they eat alligator over there.
That's crazy.
Like a lot.
I know they eat crawfish. Alligator crazy.
You never had crawfish?
No.
It's good.
Yeah.
I like crawfish. I like all seafood, but alligator, I'm not considering seafood. I think it's a fucking alligator. You know what I mean?
Alligator is.
So
it's a dinosaur.
I do, right? Yo, real shit. It's a dinosaur.
Yeah.
So I tried it because I was like, you know, when you're in Italy, you eat spaghetti. So when you're in New Orleans, you eat alligator. You know what I mean?
So you want some prehistoric pork chops sometime? Like, what do you want?
So I had it twice. I had it once cooked, and the one was jerky.
Don't tell me. It
was jerky. It was jerky.
Yeah.
So the jerky was not good at all. Not good at all.
Seasoning?
No, it was just like, I was like, this is not, what is this? Like,
Texture.
it was just not good.
Off.
We were on a boat, and we saw alligators. Like, it was a tour of, like, some swamp. Yeah, we were by the bayou.
Down by the bayou.
Anyway, so while we were there, he was selling it, right? And I was like, I don't have any cash.
Look at them things. Here's some beef jerky.
Yeah, we just caught one. So I had to Venmo him. Like, he had a Venmo for the boat, and like so it was. So I think, I don't want to say the name because I might not be him, but me and one other person in the group had our own individual jerky. Well, we should have just split one because neither of us were like, this is good. Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Excuse me. And then we had cooked alligator, and that I would say it wasn't bad and it wasn't good. It was in the middle. I probably won't have it again.
Give me the closest. You know what I'm saying?
They say chicken. No, there's no like they say. Oh, it tastes like chicken. No, it didn't. It tastes like something I've never had before. So like I'm just gonna say it tastes like alligator because I don't know. You know what I mean?
All right, yeah, say no more.
So weird transition, but I wouldn't say alligator was bad or it was good. But jerky, that shit was bad.
Awful. All right.
Yeah, I don't.
All right. So when I go down there, stay away from the gator. Stay away, Taylor. Keep me off the gator, bro. Come on, I'm not on that. I want his crawfish gumbo. They be having gumbo down there.
Bro,
crawfish gumbo.
They serve gumbo all throughout the day. We went there for breakfast one, and the lady's like, "You want our gumbo?" We were like, "Yo, it's 8:30 in the morning. I want bacon. I don't want no gumbo.
I want eggs, man. I want some cheese on my eggs. Come on."
You're crazy. Everybody, they say Southern hospitality. That shit's real.
Yeah.
Everybody's super happy. Everybody's greeting you with like a sir, ma'am, like all that kind of, So I highly, I had a great time in New Orleans.
But that's like New Orleans is like the south, like Louisiana,
do
Alabama.
You say
like
New Orleans or New Orleans?
I said New Orleans, I think. Right?
See, like I don't. I said New Orleans. I feel like sometimes I say New Orleans. That's one of those things. Like,
you know what they say?
What?
I'll tell you what they say because this is what he said.
New Orleans. That's
how. New Orleans. I'll be like,
say
what?
It's
Nawle. New Orleans. I'm like, yeah, no, that ain't it.
So we were on Bourbon Street in the summer though. So we didn't go for Mardi Gras. We went just for vacation. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
It's just like I get it.
I hear it's actually dangerous down there though.
Yeah, I felt a little,
I hear that.
I'm surrounded by my homies, so I felt safe. Yeah. But outside of that, oh my god, I was like, anything could pop off right now.
Yeah, I think it's bad. I'm pretty sure it's bad down there. I've never been like south. I've been to Florida. The closest, I don't know. I've been to North Carolina, which doesn't sound like south to me. But like when I was down there,
yeah, I would say it's down south.
Bro, that is south. Like we were going to some like brisket spot. Like it was some like. I don't even know how to explain it.
Do they talk like this down there?
They do, and they be saying, "What's it?" Yeah.
Talk like this and talk like that.
My man's grandma always was on some of this. Shout out my man's Dev. Shout out his grandma. She be on some. I know that's right. I'm like Cardi B, yeah. But that's probably where, you know what I'm saying, they probably originate down there. I don't know even know where. I thought Cardi was from New York, so that's why.
I think she is from New York.
Yeah, but they down there, they say, I know that's right. They say that all the time.
Yeah.
I know that's right. To everything you say, you be like, wow, these grits is slamming. I know that's right. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm going to use that. But I don't really use that.
Yeah, I would just recommend going to New Orleans. When you go there and, you see your homie, he lives there, so he can show you around and shit. So, like, well, we just did, like, research and stuff. Like, oh, we should go here. We should do that.
Were you down when, like, sports were popping? Like, did you go to any games? No. That's what I would probably want to go.
We saw the stadium. I'm pretty sure when we...
It's the Mercedes-Benz Arena or something like that? Or is that Atlanta?
No, that's Atlanta.
Yeah. What do they got?
I don't know. Who cares about the Saints? Speaking of the Saints...
They got the Superdome or something like that.
Speaking of the Saints, did you see who they signed today?
Oh, no. I was at work all day. What happened today?
Ooh, okay, so look, breaking news. Dun, 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 dun. But the Saints and Derek Carr have agreed on a 4-year deal for $150 million with $100 million guaranteed. He gets $70 million effectively fully guaranteed. It says $60 million at signing, another $10 million in year 3, vesting after year 1. Carr structures his deal to accommodate the Saints' cap issues.
And you know what he said? I'm not going to the Saints. Where'd he go? To the Saints.
Yeah. Do you think that makes them immediately better?
No, because Derek Carr is. Derek Carr, in my opinion, is such an average quarterback in the league. Like, he's got a spot in the league.
I think he's slightly above average.
What's he done postseason?
Nothing.
Exactly. That's, I feel like, what separates. Average. You got people like, that's what makes him average. Because at the end of the day, you can go now 17-0 in the regular season. You lose your first playoff game.
Yeah.
What was that season for?
Absolutely nothing.
You do it to win a chip, and that's what sucks about the Eagles season this year. Because
come on, don't do this.
Nah, but they couldn't get it done. That's what hurt. Because at the end of the day, it don't matter how great the season is, you lose. Like,
yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, they can't even, like, Derek Carr hasn't done nothing in the postseason, anything at all. He folds, lawn chair.
Lawn chair. But while I got my phone out here, so fuck Derek Carr.
I wanted him
go
to,
Birds.
Honestly, I wanted him to go to the Jets because I feel like the Jets have more possibility.
I want Lamar on the Jets.
That'd be crazy.
So bad.
That'd be crazy. I feel like the Jets honestly have some potential
they
if
do.
they didn't have Zach Wilson. Or,
right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
so while I have my phone out, so I learned something every time I'm at my job and I'm reading something, I learned something. So on this day, while we're recording, in 1899, Bayer, B-A-Y-E-R, registered aspirin as a trademark. Aspirin is derived from the bark of a willow plant, which Native Americans had used to treat fever and other ailments for centuries. Okay? So then it says at the bottom, did you know? Crushed aspirin mixed with water makes an acne-reducing and exfoliating face mask. So I just want to know who found that out, who tried it.
We're trying to figure out how he got over on the Native Americans.
Ooh, me?
No, I'm trying to figure out how the guy who made aspirin said, oh, so y'all use this for this. Give me that recipe real quick. I'm about to go make a meal. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. So, like, I would say I learned a lot of useless information.
Yeah.
But at some point it might be like, oh, that was kind of, look what Vito brought up.
I mean, yeah, that is crazy. I'm just trying. I really can't.
1899.
1899. So
that's a long time ago.
It's really not though. It's 124 years.
Don't say not that long ago.
It's not long enough for them to have enough research on the drug to know if it's
right.
Like, I feel like long term.
And then crush it up and mix it with water and
long term.
Yeah, nuts.
Mixing it with water, put it on your face. Like,
so here's the question: when you got a headache, are you quick to pop a Advil?
I'm very, very, very fortunate to not get headaches.
Wow.
I am beyond blessed. I get maybe 5 a year, and every time I get one, it's like I'm sick.
5 a year. He writes
like,
it down in his journal.
If I get a headache, something coming. It's like, oh, this is like the beep beep, like this is the notification, like, hey, you about to be sick as shit, like relax. So
oh man,
but no, I'm not quick to pop. I really don't like to take medicine if I don't have to take medicine.
I agree.
Other than what I like to do, but we're not.
Do you ever be pushed against a wall where you feel like shit and you're like, you know what, I'm taking that NyQuil,
yeah.
Or
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, like I was recently like probably the sickest I had been since I was like a kid in middle school. That was really like I got hit with something. Like I was blessed to not get hit with COVID. I was blessed to avoid all that nonsense or whatever.
You still have never gotten it? Knock on wood.
I'm about to say,
knock on wood. Knock on your head. I do that shit all the
for.
time. Just knock on your head.
You say I'm
I always knock on my head, you know.
But no, yeah,
Good. God bless.
I was blessed, so
Oh, I'm sorry. You're empty over here.
No, you good. I tipped the waiter now. Damn. But I haven't really been. I'm fortunate to not have been sick recently. But I got smoked a couple weeks ago. Like, in the past recent years, I really ain't been that sick, and I was down for like a whole week, like headache, chills, fever. But I had a fever. I had like a 102 point something. I ain't had that since I was like 12.
Wow,
like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I was really, really sick, so I was done up for a little bit. But even then, you know what I'm saying? Grind never stop. Figure out something to do. Gotta obviously get some rest. Like,
there's this notion around the internet where like a man is sick and he just lays around and complains of how sick he is.
No.
Me, I gotta do something.
Yeah.
I can't unless sometimes it is that way where you're like, yo, I'm so sick I can't, but I'm not gonna be like, like doing the extra shit. Like if I don't feel good, I don't feel good. But I'm not. Yeah.
Nah.
Can you get me a hot towel or like anything like that? No, fuck that.
Yeah, right.
But over the past week, I haven't felt great. But I tested myself. Huh? Yeah.
Huh? What? What you mean by that?
I tested myself every day in COVID test. Every single day, and that shit said negative every single day.
I get a headache coming up, bro. I'm coming straight to your crib.
Dude, no headaches, nothing like that. I just, I was like nasally, you know what I mean, shit like that. But we're good. I feel great. I'm telling you right now.
It could be the changing of the weather and stuff too. You gotta think.
I know
we
a
had
bunch.
That 70-degree day.
Yeah, and then it's 32 the next day. So it's a problem.
Off, yeah.
It could be that. But I feel good right now. That's all that matters. But I think this is a brilliant opportunity, brilliant time to plug what you do. First off, you're nice with the camera. Real broad brush. Let's say you're nice with the camera. Let's say anybody needs any kind of pictures done, headshots, family portraits, the maternity pictures, whatever. How can they get in contact with you?
So right now, I'm in the process of getting like the whole LLC together, getting the website together, getting all like the official, you know what I'm saying, like where I can, you know what I'm saying, yo, bank ain't really fitting me no more. Try to, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm trying to get to that point. So I'm trying to get all that in order. But at the moment, my Instagram is ultimately the best way for you to contact me at. And that is at JMaxVisuals, at JMacsVisuals. You can get in contact with me on there. It's a little white JM with a, logo, a little circle around it.
Nice little logo.
It's decent. Yeah. Shout out to my homie Liz.
Mm-hmm.
She hooked me up with that. We worked on that the one night, and she the real homie. Liz is the GOAT. I ain't gonna get too crazy on Liz, but Liz is the GOAT. Like behind the scenes, Liz is crazy. So like she's really the homie. She literally like family. So she hooked me up with a lot of stuff in life. So shout out to Liz. We're gonna say shout out to Liz real quick. But
so yeah, when did you So you have a super professional camera with like all different kinds of lenses, I'm sure.
Yeah.
When did you get into the idea of I could be nice with this in comparison to like I am nice with this?
Yeah, like so as a kid, like I always like taking, you know what I'm saying, like even with the iPod Touch, I was taking
throwing it back.
Little pictures, little videos, little skateboarding, whatever you mean, like videos type, whatever as a kid. And eventually when some money started coming in when I was a little bit older, I had bought a camera. With that camera,
what year?
This is like when I was a little bit younger.
Okay.
I was probably like 14, 15, and I was really actually like starting to just shoot. I just wanted a camera. I wanted to shoot something. Like I felt like I had enjoyed it. I was mainly shooting skateboarding originally. I was a young boy in the city shooting skateboarding, blah blah blah. But so I enjoyed that, but I didn't really know what I was doing. Like I was just young or whatever. Like it's not like I took any classes. Like I was on YouTube, whatever, blah blah blah. So ultimately, COVID came around, and like I never really took it too serious. It was just more to have fun and stuff. But I kind of never, like I said, never took it really serious. So I wish I did, because if I would have applied myself at that age, I can only imagine where I'd be now. But ultimately, it was just on some like
pass some time, kind of have fun shit.
You're a kid, like you ain't doing that. We all doing some like we were always going to skate parks, like skating and whatnot. It was like, yo, we need someone to film it. So it was like I was the one that was like, well, I would always be filming on the phone and stuff. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna save up, get a camera, Christmas money, whatever this that. Got my little camera, got my little whatever lenses and whatnot. Ran with it, but never nothing too crazy. Ultimately, COVID hit. got my stimmy check.
Shout to COVID.
I mean, yo, that's,
One of the
like,
rare occasions you can say shout to COVID.
Yeah, like what? Like that whole I don't even, that's crazy what it did to people. But
Oh my God, it was brutal.
yeah, ultimately, stimmy check
Still
came
is.
in. It is, and I was like, all right, do I put this check on FanDuel and throw, you mean, blah, 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 whatever, make this little rack 12.
Should I be a degenerate?
Yeah, should I be a
Or
degenerate,
should
drop
I-
this little 1,200, turn it into like 8K, or nah, because I'm going to lose it. All right, let me invest in something that could maybe make me some money. All right, maybe it's time I take the photography serious because I'm in the crib 24/7 right now. We're not
Right.
doing nothing. Like,
Right.
I can learn about it. So when we get out the crib, I can really apply it. So I took that time, learned a little bit, tried to pick out what camera I got. Obviously, I'm a dumbass because I went and bought like the camera with the stock lens and whatnot. If you want to get into photography, get the body of the camera and then figure out what lens you're going to get rather than getting the camera with the stock lens that's trash and then it being worth nothing and you having to still go out and buy the lens.
Hey man, lessons.
Lessons.
No
and, I learned,
losses.
and that's why, all right, so here, ready? I learned that. So y'all cannot do that.
Right,
So
free game.
buy the body of the camera and then looking at some lenses. Ultimately, when you're looking at lenses, what I learned through my research was that the lower the aperture of the lens, the more you'll get that blurry effect in the background. The more you'll separate the what is considered, you know, the subject of the image versus the background versus,
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? So the stock lenses will come with like a 3.5 to 5.6. It's not going to
Go ahead.
that's the wine talking. Differentiate anything from like the background, the foreground, whatever. You go take a picture of this pineapple right here. It's
Right.
gonna get the pineapple and the background, and you know what I'm saying, and the foreground, whatever. You shoot it on like a aperture of 1.2, 1.4. This is in focus. What's behind it is blurry as shit, right? You get that cinema look, right? So I wish I would have known that.
Was this something you learned like through doing it?
Bro, as soon as I got the camera, I put it out. I said, why can't it do this shit? I said, this is what I want. Why can't it do this shit?
Right.
And, yeah, so obviously I didn't watch the right YouTube videos to start. So I did blow this. I didn't blow the stimmy check. I got a nice camera. And it's
Right.
still, but then I started going in on lenses. Because ultimately you can have a decent camera. But if you have a good lens on that camera and it's able to let in some good lighting, you're outside, natural light, sunny day. Bro, the lens do majority of the work. Like,
So to bring it back to the beginning of the episode, when we were talking about how we couldn't recover the footage from the first episode, you said that like you had a similar experience. So you,
Yeah.
you did a wedding though.
I had shot a wedding. Oh,
Yeah, you know,
this was a bad job.
but it turned out all right.
Because why? I learned something,
Right.
you know, right? Cut that. Go back to that, John. So you feel me? We learned something from it. Ultimately,
No losses.
I had shot a wedding, right? And this is what the difference was. The wedding, you can't redo the wedding. You can't have the
Guys,
video
I need
guy
you
come
at-
back out,
I need you back
the
at the church at
caterers.
4.
Yeah, I was gonna say the venue, the this, that, mom and dad, family flew in from out of town. This, that, yeah, everybody.
Grandma from
hey,
India.
drop what you're doing. The photographer fucked this shit up. He fucked the whole shit up. Right? He ain't catch nothing. We need to run it back. Like, bro, everybody gonna look at you like this.
Yeah,
Huh?
right.
Sue his ass. Like,
Right.
sue his ass. Like, and I'm over here like, don't sue my ass. So what do I have to do? I could panic. I could sit here and which I did for a little bit. I'm not gonna like when it first happened, and I'm like,
It's
I'd send it to them. I sent them the whole file, everything like that. They open it, talking about nothing in there. Like, what you mean nothing? I just waited like 8 hours like for that stuff to go in. I had a similar issue where the files that were going in were corrupted. How? I don't know.
Right.
But they go in, so they're corrupted files. So ultimately, yeah, there's 800 pictures in there, 30 of the best ones, all edited, all raw. As far as they're concerned, there's nothing in there. The files had gotten corrupted, however I'd sent them in there, right? I deleted the files. I'm like, bitch, I only got 2 SD cards at this point. Now I got more. I learned from that, and I said, you can never have enough storage, so just buy some more SD cards, and then you don't have this issue. You don't have to delete footage to get new footage, this, that. No, you can just leave that SD card, whatever, sit, pop a new on it. Like, you feel me? Like, so I got more SD cards, but at this time I'd only had 2, and I had to shoot another event. My first card was full, so this card was about half full. I could have probably shot the event with keeping the wedding on the card, but
Yeah.
format, click, enter, all that shit.
Gone.
Runs. Get that shit out of here, right? Never to be seen or heard from again. I had thought. Now, I ran into that issue. So what do I do?
found
Google,
this software.
boop, 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 boop. The internet is free, y'all. Use it. Like that's all I gotta say. Like, don't panic. Just type your shit. Now, if you're sick, don't type that in on Google because it's gonna be like.
It's gonna tell you.
It's gonna tell you. Yeah, you're dying in a week. No, I'm talking like
you have stage 4 cancer.
Yeah, like, and don't click the first sponsored link or the third sponsored link. Like, no, do your little like Google. Go down. Yeah. So right. I did my little research. I had found these programs. Not gonna shout it out. But
they don't deserve it.
Yeah, they don't deserve it yet. Unless y'all want to sponsor us, then we could talk on the side.
Hey, now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? we could be a good example. We could be a good story for y'all, but we'll get into that. Basically, I'd use this program and recovered, like, same thing happened with you, files that I had shot a year ago. And I'm like, how the this shit? I deleted it and then deleted it and then, like, permanently and then formatted that SD card. That shit is gone. Like,
there's like an option that says delete forever, and you click that.
Yeah,
and it's not.
And then it's like
they lie to you.
It's like, I'm like, what the fuck? Oh my fucking, whoa. I'm like, I got all this. I'm like, oh my God, this is tough. Like, this is crazy. Because, like, if that were to happen, like, this is an SD card. If this were to happen to, like, a hard drive, let's say that you keep crazy footage on and stuff like that, thousands of gigabytes, terabytes, whatever worth.
Yeah.
It could be recovered. It's not the end of the world, right? So, I was able to recover the full wedding, get them all the stuff.
By the grace of God.
Blessed, right?
And there's no problems.
Yeah, and it was just honestly what it came down to was, all right, I can freak out, I can panic, I can this, that, but where's that getting me? Nowhere. Ultimately, at that point, I'd have to just accept what it is.
You do damage to yourself. Right.
I'm literally killing myself over this. I'm, whatever. So it's like, all right. Let's go on Reddit and find out. That's what I first started with. What happens if the footage is deleted? And then I got a whole people that have been through the same thing. I'm like, all right, I'm not. It ain't just me, and it's not. It's never just y'all. Like, I promise. There's always someone else somewhere
who asked the same question,
who has been through what you're going through, and they're here to help. Right? It might not. They might not be at the front door, but
dropping jewels.
Yeah, they might not be at the front door, but there's someone out there that's gonna help you. You gotta want to work. You can't just sit in the corner and be like, "Wah." Like, no, you gotta be like, all right, I fucked up. Like, let's try this, and when none of them work, okay, let's try this. Like, just. Until it work, and then if all else fail, you start hitting other people up to see if they got ideas, bro.
So you persevered.
I ultimately found that website, that whatever, that,
and they helped, right? So they technically helped me out as well.
Save me money, save my ass, money, just save my whole business.
Shout out to that software, but they don't pay either of us, so fuck them. But thank you for what you do for the regular people.
Real shit.
But so you persevered in that moment, and that kind of like it gave you some credibility. It opened you up. So recently, you were in New York City. What? Yeah, man. Oh, okay.
They gonna catch that. Yo, y'all seen me. I went for it. And hit the little...
Again, on Instagram, at JMACSVISUALS. JMax Visuals. Find it on Instagram. Boom, if you're watching, it's going to be across the screen. But if you're listening, again, at JMACSVISUALS.
I appreciate you, bro. And I want to, and since you're going to shout me out, shout out Vibrations with Vito. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Vibrations with Vito. Stream on all platforms, you feel me? We worldwide, Mr. Worldwide, internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, international. Like, he got fans everywhere, bro. So... shout out to my man's 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, man.
I want to shout out his dedication to it more than anything because, like he said in the beginning, like there really is so much more that goes on behind the scenes of this type of stuff that a lot of the people, they just see the finished product.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't see what really goes on behind the scenes. And those hard times that make you want to quit, that you're sitting there like, bro, I'm about, like, and you get through those and it's like, overcoming a crazy milestone, you level up.
Right.
You get
the sigh of relief is incredible.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Once you get over the adversity.
Yep.
But in the beginning, like when I face adversity, like the first step is panic. But it shouldn't be that. No. It should be like, let's assess the situation. How can we overcome the situation?
You gotta stay cool under that pressure.
That's right. Oh,
pressure makes diamonds.
It really does.
Pressure makes diamonds.
You know what that reminds me of? In the first take, we referenced a great quote from the Sylvester Stallone and Rocky Balboa, right? So, but
I was watching him
folks,
catch chickens last night on Rocky 2. I was watching that man catch chickens last night on Rocky 2.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna play something for you that is you can correlate to it no matter how old you are, no matter who you are. So just listen here.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it.
If you let it.
You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit.
Nope.
It's about how hard you can get hit
And keep moving forward.
How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth.
Right.
But you got to be willing to take the hits.
Okay.
And not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you.
Nope.
You're better than that.
Never been that. You feel
Right.
me? You gotta just rise above it. I
Right.
don't know how to say it. Block it out.
It's easy. It is easy. In the moment, it might not be easy.
It is easier said than done, but it's one of those things that once you develop that mindset, I feel like in them situations it becomes easier through
Yeah.
repetition. So
I think,
ultimately,
yeah.
like just like anything you do in life, the more you
Right.
do it, the more comfortable you feel in that situation. That's the only reason I was I felt bad laughing because like when I really looked at you, bro, I was like, damn,
Disappointment.
I'm like, he really going through it right now. Like,
Yeah.
how do I make this man realize like it's okay? Like it really is gonna be okay. It sucks. I'm not gonna say it doesn't suck. Like yeah, this shit sucks. But there's a bright side. Like there's always gonna be like I don't know, if you look for it, there's always gonna be a positive outlook. So I was like, all right, run it back. Let's shoot. Let's chill out. Let's shoot another one.
In the words of DMX, look for the good in the bad, not the sun when it rains.
Exactly.
You know?
'Cause- and even when it rains, it could rain for 2 weeks straight. You could really be down. Like
The sun has to come out.
it's coming back.
It's
like,
coming out.
And then sometimes they a pretty little rainbow with it.
Right.
And you
No, you're right.
yeah, you like, hard, that shit hot.
So I appreciate you for that. Like you helped me with that.
I hope I helped you, and I hope you went and got lit for that fight. I hope that the John Jones
No, I
fight
did.
was, yeah,
I
'cause
did.
you bet on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't hit though. I did third round submission.
Damn it, he got him in the
First
like 2
So
minutes.
real quick, we referenced it that I was asking if he was the greatest of all time. Is it confirmed?
It's
100%
it is so good.
confirmed.
Like you can't deny it at this point. The man was literally blowing down at the club and coming out and kicking ass. Like that's not real. That's
3 years he took off. He gained such and such amount of pounds, got up to 250, and whooped this guy's fucking ass.
Kind of is he not like a little weird now though? Like
He's weird.
Did him not going through all them crazy times now have him
Yeah.
on some like
Right.
he really is like
Outside the ring, he was a nutcase.
he talking about yeah like yo
Can I
what?
get a home,
we
yo?
ain't seen you in 3 to 4 years, bro. You gonna come back? That's your first words
And then he said,
after you win,
right, his closing, he was like, bah.
and that was tough.
Right, 'cause
that
he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
That was tough.
It's not, there's
The
no question
entrance
about it.
with the bro. You
The
35.
king is back.
Yeah,
Right.
thank you. Yeah, champ is here. Like he could have been on some John Cena. Like he could have even like you.
Oh yeah, it was the champ this year. I said the king is back.
No, but
I'm
the
crazy.
king is back would have worked too.
Right.
Like all of that would have worked. He came out with the bull jumping off the 12th
Wait.
stair onto the couch
Did you hear
vine from back in the day. Like
the preview
my
to
God.
it was God gave me smile, or God gave me style, God gave me grace, God gave me style, God gave me grace.
No,
So he
he
did a little
tough.
50 before
I
he
was
did the
saying
Will
tough-
Smith.
He tough for that. though.
John, so before it was like for me personally, it was always is it Anderson Silva or is it John Jones? And it is wholeheartedly, there's no question about it now. It is John Jones. John Jones is the greatest MMA fighter to ever have walked this planet.
And you know what I think separate the Anderson Silva versus the John Jones of the fight community?
Tell me.
I want you to do. You
So I
feel
was
like
gonna
you gotta-
longevity.
It's not even that because Anderson Silva went for a while. He even still boxing and stuff right now. What it really came down to was cockiness, bro. I feel like John was
Telling you he's the greatest
he was
proving it.
but I feel like Anderson would get cocky in the octagon.
Oh yeah, he put his hands down.
That's what it came down to.
Do all
Outside of the
that,
octagon,
yeah.
John might have been talking his shit, this, that,
Yeah.
but in the octagon, John was fighting a thorough fight. He wasn't throwing dumb shit to for style points and nothing. Like
Right.
Anderson would do the little dances, like that's
hands
what
down.
caught
Right.
up with Weidman.
Well,
And like
Chris
it's-
Weidman, when he knocked him out, I was
he
like,
did
oh my
his little-
god,
his little
his
stuff.
career's
Like,
over.
no, you can't. Like it's
No.
little stuff like that
Yeah.
like I feel like John Jones is a killer. Like I feel like he get in that octagon and
To
it's
be
like
the greatest in this sport,
one of us
you
getting out.
have to be a psychopath.
Yeah.
And he, and I mean this in all due respect, he is a psychopath. And John, if you want to come on this show,
bro. Johnny Bones, like you are he really is, like you can't deny it at this point.
He's the
And
greatest of
no
all
matter
time.
what happened outside of the octagon and this, that, like, the biggest, honestly, key of respect and like best point of his career could be this right now,
Right,
because
agree.
of what he overcame.
Right.
Like, he was already at the top. There's no denying he was at the top.
He destroyed his division at 205 pounds. Destroyed everybody.
The problem was he was at the top and he was doing stuff outside that was giving people the reason to maybe throw some shade on it or whatnot.
Oh, Anderson wouldn't do this. George St. Pierre wouldn't have done that.
And that's the
Now
whole thing
it's-
is like, it's like now he's a lot of people ain't gonna fucking overcome that shit. He really took the steps to overcome that shit. Learn
So
from it,
once
and-
he fights Stipe now and beats Stipe, I think he should retire, and then it'll be over. Who's he gonna fight though after that? Francis isn't coming back.
But that's the whole thing, is that he can literally be the king again. Just for he can.
But there's
sit back
no
and
other
be the king.
heavyweight. There's no other heavyweight outside of Stipe that could be like.
Just let him knock people out again. Throw them elbows, bro. I'd love to watch. Like, the fans would love that shit.
He had him in
John's
that-
pockets would love that shit.
He had him in that guillotine, and I was like,
There's no. I didn't even
I
think
was
he
like,
had him.
he can't
I
submit
didn't
him from
even
here.
think he had him.
And
at
then he
first.
got right underneath his chin, and that man was like, I'm not going to sleep on national television. I'm just gonna.
It's not nap time yet. All right, yeah. Well,
I
shit.
just tapped out. So shout out to John Jones.
John the Goat, bro. I did not. I
the
really
GOAT.
didn't think he had. I didn't think
Now
he
he's
had
a heavyweight champ. That's crazy. That dude is so lean, and now he even at two, like he had a
I'm
gut,
not even gonna
bro.
say he lean though. Do you see them?
He had a beer
memes,
belly.
The memes they showed him at 205, like at the 205 or whatever, like in 2019 when he fought Reyes, versus him getting ready for this fight
Right.
at the picks, and they were like before and after dinner, before and after Thanksgiving dinner, like they were doing him.
The internet
so
is undefeated.
dirty.
You were in New York City recently. You were shooting. You were taking some pictures and some videos of some prominent people. Shout out to Benny the Butcher.
Yeah.
The Butcher coming.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, Benny tough. I definitely, I had taken pics of Benny a couple times. One of them had gotten posted by Rock Nation, which was definitely tough.
Ooh,
Definitely cool.
that's a big deal.
Yeah, Rock posted them, tagged me in it and whatnot, so that was definitely cool. But ultimately, Benny had a little John going on with BSF and whatnot, so that's Black Soprano family. My guy, OT the Real. Shout out OT the Real at
Absolutely.
OTTHE.
Real.
REAL, yeah, OT the Real. He putting on for the city right now, so shout out to my mans. He brought me out. He had a little performance at their BSF joint because he got a song. He's got some songs with Benny, but he got a song with him and Ricky.
Okay.
And shout out to them too. And yeah, he performed that joint there, so I was out there getting some. You know what I'm saying? Little B-roll, little behind the scenes Johns type shit, whatnot.
Right, you showed me a little footage,
like
and that shit looks crazy.
A little bit with
Right.
there was Benny and whatnot, all them in there.
So his
38 special.
DJ reposted. He actually tagged you in some shit.
Yeah, DJ
right?
Zoo. Yeah, shout out DJ Zoo. Shout out
Right.
DJ Zoo. You know what I'm
Boom.
saying? You know what I'm saying? What do you say? Welcome to the zoo. That's his John. So welcome to the zoo. Shout out DJ Zoo.
Sounds like
yeah.
Fetty. Not gonna lie.
I ain't say nothing about that. But
Oh my God.
he posted my shit the other day. So shout out to him. I'm trying to think who else was in there. But yeah, ultimately it was like BSF.
That's a big deal,
OT,
though.
yada, yada.
That's a big deal.
Mhm.
So I just want to commend you for that.
I appreciate that.
You
yeah.
step up to like when you're in like these high pressure situations, like a high profile guy's like, yo, I want you to be here to do this and that, and you go and you do this and that. So
Yeah. No, 100%. I'm trying to. I'm trying to just get great content. Ultimately,
Right,
what I'm trying to
right.
do is just be able to capture great content for people. Like I said, at a young age, I always liked shooting and like literally anything, even on the iPod touches, whatever this, that, little funny videos, little whatever, yada yada. So when I got the time to get the money to get the camera, like I said, COVID stimmy check, shout that shit out like one more time. You feel me?
at JMACSVISUALS on Instagram.
Max
Come
Visuals.
on, man.
Yep. So hit me with the follow, hit me with the DMs. You got any
Right.
questions involving any video,
Anything.
any photography, even like starting a business, little stuff like that. Like I can only help you with what I've been through personally, like what I've experienced. But I'd be happy to share the knowledge that I've learned, so
Right.
you don't gotta go through the same mistakes as me
Right.
along the way.
Right.
And I'm sure there's plenty of other people also out there y'all can reach out to that are also
No
willing
losses,
to give.
only lessons.
No
Come
losses,
on,
only
man.
lessons, giving out free game and stuff like that. So
Shout out to Benny the Butcher. Shout out to OT the Real. You
Yep,
know.
yep. Let me give a shout out to my boy Jazz too.
Boom.
My boy Wop at THEKIDJAZZ at the Kid Jazz.
Okay.
He dropping a tape. I don't know when this joint gonna drop that we're filming right now, but ultimately he should be dropping a tape about a week out from when this joint drops. He's dropping on St. Patty's Day, March 17th. You feel me? Don't know the name of the tape yet.
Okay.
Wop, you gotta work on that.
You
feel me?
need to. It's
He got
crunch time.
plenty of concepts, plenty of ideas. He's just trying to really, like, you know what I'm saying? just make this shit right. Like, he just ultimately been crushing shit in the still, really. Shout out my man Smoke too, at Smoke One More, SMOKEONEMORE. He also been crushing shit. So he producer, engineer, anything you need, like that type stuff. But they be working, like, and that's ultimately the part that, like, most people don't want to put in. People just expect to make one song,
right, and that goes viral,
and
right?
And that, you know what I'm saying? It's not, like, it's long nights.
Sometimes it is, but you need, like,
a little bit of luck in there, a little bit of whatever. But for the most part, like, in most situations in life, like, if you really want something, if you're really passionate about something, you're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to put work in. It's
like real hard,
and it's gonna be nights that, like prime example for me, like, there's nights that I'm up super late and I got work super early, and I'm sitting there looking at my phone, looking at the time, like, I'm drunk, like, and I didn't drive, so I'm not even in control right now. I'm sitting there like, yo, bro, can we this that? But, like, sometimes you really don't, like, they working, so you don't want to affect the creativity and shit like that. So it's like, you feel me? Like, I be doing what I gotta do. So I'm sleeping on couch. I wake up some nights, but I wake up in the morning before work sometimes with my laptop fully clothed, shoes still on. I'm like, damn, bro, what happened? Like, oh no, I gotta.
That's kind of why I like to drive everywhere, because when I feel like I want to go home, I'm going home.
Yeah, you hopping in the wheel. Because
I'm never drunk where I'm like, oh, I can't. No. And if that's the case, I'm sleeping wherever I'm at.
Yeah, facts.
But it's like, when I want to go home, I don't want to have to rely on you to take me to
be like, you're not trying to kill my vibe either, because you're the homie.
Right, yeah. So I just gotta go with the flow. Yeah. I hear you.
That's why I do like to drive to where I'm going. Yeah. Sometimes it just ends up working out.
The late nights, we have to be doing something extravagant.
Like you in New York City, you're not driving 3 whips to New York City just to get home.
If I go to New York, I'm sleeping in New York.
Yeah, you feel me? So it's like, all right, we all taking one whip. All right, so and so got this lined up, blah blah blah. This little whatever. So we end up staying, and I'm getting home 3, 4, 5 a.m. and it's like, all right, gotta be at work at 8:30.
Yeah, you're savage.
I gotta be at work at 9:30. All right, if I get 2 hours, like, I'm sitting there drunk, because I know, like, at the end of the day, I'm a burnout. Like, after 2-3 days of that same cycle, I'm burnt. Like, I crash out. I go home. I'm like, yeah, I'm sliding, whatever, blah blah blah. Someone hit me up for something, and then I'm waking up. It's like 1 a.m. I'm like, damn, bro. My fault, bro. And then at that point, I'm just back to sleep.
Once the clock hits 11:40, I'm like, I could be sleeping right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but there be nights that I'm literally sitting there and I'm still there, and it's like,
I see your snap. It's
like
5 in the morning.
It's like 3:35. I'm like,
crazy. You're on some John Morant type time.
All right, all right, get that man out the league. Yo, they on some crazy shit with him.
Yo, they were trying to compare him to Allen Iverson, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. AI was like, you knew he was about that life before he got to the league. John Morant needs to just get his shit together. He's not a thug. Who cares even if you are a thug? The NBA does not, like, these players aren't
going to make millions, bro.
You're right. Cut it out.
Who the fuck cares?
He has a $200 million contract. What the fuck?
Yeah, who the fuck cares, bro?
Pulling a gun out in a strip club, bro. You're not tough.
Get paid. You got people that can hold that gun for you and cover you. I mean, I feel you, but then have him hold 2, and then you know where to one at, and then you take care of business if it pop off. But there's no reason you should be holding the strap when you're making that much money. You're putting on for the team. You're putting on for the family.
Right.
Tuck that shit.
Right, like, you're the breadwinner.
You are the guy. You're the top dog.
Keep it like that.
Why are you in a position that's gonna get you out of the bread? Like, that's not it.
Stupid. Like, whatever. And let's take it back positive. So we're gonna end this show with how we usually end this show. This is a segment of the show that we call Riddles with Vito. Yeah, you're empty. I'm sorry. We put a dent in the champagne and the wine, but fuck it.
It's all good. It was for a good cause.
It was for a good cause.
Take that shit to the cleaners.
Riddles with Vito.
Oh boy.
What happens to tires when they get old? And I'm talking the tires on your car.
They burn out. They burn out.
Quick, good answer. Not gonna lie, good answer. Not the right one.
Fuck out.
Not the right one.
No.
But what happens to tires when they get old?
They rot.
Again. Good. Not the right one.
All right.
Think about it. Play on words.
Tires when they get old. Oh my god.
Go ahead, tell me.
They retire.
Hey!
Oh my god, bro. That shit hit me like a. Oh man.
What, yo. Shit, boom, for the second time in Vibrations with Vito history. On the 1-year anniversary.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, only the second time someone's came on this show and got a riddle right.
Really?
What happens to tires when they get old? They get tired.
That's crazy, bro. It hit me after that. I was like, they burn out.
That was great.
They burn out.
No, that was great. Real quick, before we actually sign off, I'm grabbing this crystal here that I got on the table here. Shout out to Asia. Friend of mine, super fan of the show. This crystal is supposed to bring manifestation, mental clarity, and what's the third? Comfort. I think it was comfort.
I forgot again.
No, I got it.
On the last take, he forgot to. So the fact that he had a couple of days to get over this is crazy to me. I ain't trying
Dude,
to call him
I've been
out,
distracted. Let me tell you,
Been
my
busy.
mind has been
Working.
racing.
Yeah. He working. I feel you.
Shout out to Asia though, because seriously, so wait, time out. When we were trying to figure out if the footage could get retrieved, I was clenching onto this crystal like
The whole time.
Lord Jesus.
I didn't even know it was on the. To be honest, I didn't even know it was on. It was a prop on the table the whole first set,
Yeah,
and then he shouted it out on the last one, and I'm like, wait, that's been there. I thought that was a Haichu or something.
Shout out to Asia, seriously.
Shout out to Asia. Asia. Ultimately, we appreciate you.
Yeah,
It's
we
come
really
full
do.
circle,
We
and
really do.
and
No,
it's gonna
seriously.
work. It's
No,
gonna-
she's great.
Whatever it brings, it's bringing.
It's bringing
It's
it.
bringing it.
Mental clarity,
I
creativity,
need that.
creativity.
That's
Damn
what it was?
That's what it is.
Say it all
Manifest. It brings manifestation, mental clarity, and creativity. I got it. I got it.
Need that. Can I get one? Asia, hit me up. I need one. Like, I really do. Like, on a necklace.
I want to shout out you for coming not once, pause, but twice.
Oh, my fucking God.
Twice. No, seriously, it means a lot to me. Yeah, we had that mess up, but you were eager to come back, and I was eager to have you back. This is truly, it was awesome.
What this man's been doing is crazy. It's inspiring. It should be inspiring to all of y'all. It should be influential. I hope it gets a good message across every episode. But ultimately, what he's doing is inspiring the people that don't do it but want to do it, because that's the difference. He did it. Like, he ultimately has done it, and not only that, he's stuck with it. So consistency is really everything. Like, now it's been a year. Popped it. I wish I already did. Let that shit up over there. I wish we would have, but ultimately, like, he stuck with it. He's kept a year. So shout out to the first year, and many more, man. 10. I want to see this show still going in 10 years.
You'll be back.
That's what I'm saying.
You'll be back
I
for
hope
sure.
so. And it's only gonna get better. So just keep doing what you're doing. Keep improving in your craft. And
I really appreciate that.
You know
I
what I'm
appreciate
saying?
you. I want to leave everyone with this. Consistency is key in everything. You want to lose weight, you got to be consistent with that diet. You want to gain weight, you know what I mean? You want to do anything. You want to be a professional in sports, you got to work real hard. You want to make a podcast, you can't just put out 3 episodes in 6 weeks and be like, oh, why didn't that second episode blow up?
it could take 10 years.
you know
Like,
what I
it could
mean?
really take 10 years on something. Like, you
I'm
just
really
gotta-
hoping it doesn't.
No,
but
no, I'm just saying,
I
like-
do love doing this. So if at the end of the day, if that's what it takes, you know what I mean, I'm with it. So
Marathon, not a sprint, bro.
that's
Shout out
right.
to Nip.
That's right.
Marathon, not a sprint.
Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. But yeah, exactly. No losses, only lessons. I hope you were listening to the message. Bars, holy shit. Give me the still.
Let me know. Smoke, come on. You know what I mean?
Do you want to shout out anybody real quick before we go? Actually, before you say that, I want to shout out your mom real quick. Shout out to Melissa. I love you. I haven't seen you in a while. I would love to see your beautiful smile. Keep smiling. I hope you're a subscriber. Hope I see you soon.
She will. You will.
Boom.
I want to shout out to Angela. Shout out to Phyllis. Shout
Hey
out
now.
to the whole LaDuca family. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my people. So I appreciate. We've been close for a while. So it's been good getting out here. It's been good. You know what I'm saying? Being in the mix.
For sure.
Shout out my man Johnny. I hope Johnny watching.
Lazy bones.
Lazy bones. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Lashley. Say Bobby Lashley.
Wait, so time out. Wait a minute. So after you left, I was in charge. Like, I had to leave.
I was in charge.
So I was in charge. Wait, time
I
out.
was chief.
So Phyllis was with Johnny.
Yeah.
And the baby was crying. Vincenzo was crying. So I had to take control. I was like, I'm gonna put him to sleep. Never have I ever done this. And I picked him up, and I was rocking him back and forth, and I'm singing little harmonies to him. Right? I'm like, I'm channeling.
He was some singing on the dog. Yeah.
I'm channeling my inner Fetty Wap, and then I was also throwing in like some Italian lullabies, like vai vai vai, un bicchierino
And then he throwing in the Rough Riders anthem. You feel me? Like, I know how you rock.
So I'm rocking him to sleep, and I'm seeing his eyes close, and they would open, and I'm like, I'm in my head, I'm like, motherfucker, just close your eyes. So I'm sitting there rocking him. Like 3 minutes go by of his eyes closed, and I'm like, okay, now here's the grand finale. I gotta lift him over the crib, put him down, and hope he doesn't wake up.
Slide the hands out,
bro. His hand, like was not down, and it went in slow motion all the way down. And I was like, he's gonna wake up at any moment.
As the hand hit, boom.
Right, and he did not. I put his ass to sleep for the first time, and it was such like a heartwarming. Such a great experience. So that was like a positive thing to take away from that night, you know.
Yeah,
like we killed the episode. It was this, you know, it was gone forever. Jeffrey Epstein. Anyway. But you know, I got something. I got something good out of that. Yeah. So I was able to put my godson to sleep for the first time. So that was great. So shout out to, like you said, shout out to everybody. Shout out to you.
I want to say, let me shout out my boy Dev real quick too.
Yeah.
Team USA, we going all the way.
Hey now,
you know what that means.
Yeah, you're going to North Carolina, right?
I am. We was talking about the South earlier, and I can't wait to be back. His grandma be hooking it up every morning, bro. Food, breakfast, lunch, dinner. She just be cooking, and it's like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, I know that's right.
Good.
You smell it. You wake up to the smell. It's like, no way.
Shout out to Dev.
Boom. So shout out to my man grandma. Shout out to his grams. Both of them.
Boom. So folks, I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thanks for being a part of the show for a whole year, 51 episodes. Can't wait to see you. You know, again next week. Ciao for now.